cinematic. I spit dope and you been an addict. Treat beef like jail, nigga. Kiss. Dead or alive, man. Top 5, man. Anyways, man. Many face. I'm outside on the balcony. And just, something on my mind. And I want to talk about reparations, man. So, it's unbelievable how we never really got our reparations, man. It seems like everybody else got reparations, but when it comes to our people, they gotta have a meeting, Congress gotta vote, and all this shit got to happen. They gotta look into it. All these things gotta happen for us to get reparations, man. When it didn't take much for Ukraine to get no money, it didn't take much for Israel to get funded to commit genocide. It didn't take the Jewish people much to get Israel, somebody else's land. It didn't take the Japanese much. You know what I mean? Like, so where's our money? There's nothing to really look at. Like, what can we be looking at, man? We went, and then you had I seen some shit where they was like, well, you can't, blame us for something that happened 200-300 years ago. We've made amends. Blame 200 years ago. This shit's still going on today. I just did a video about debt peonage. Nobody watched it, but because I don't have no subscribers yet. But y'all see that video, think about it. We went from losing our land, and this is for the people that have indigenous roots here, because a lot of us have indigenous roots here. Losing our land, our women being raped, men tortured, forced labor, slavery, Jim Crow laws, that they just changed about, 60 years ago? 50 years, 60 years ago? Debt peonage, which is sort of like a bondage labor type shit. I think I went over that in my last video. Mass incarceration, racial profiling, police shootings, and no reparations, nothing. They still gotta confer and think about it. There's nothing to think about there, man. Yet our dumbasses keep voting for these people, man. We voted for the same person that, put into law mass incarceration and shit like that. And it's not good on either side. It ain't Republican or thing. It's just the principle. Come on, man. There's nothing to really look at, because if we put that, what our people been through in this country, don't forget about the riots, the mass slaughters that have taken place in this country of, the indigenous, to the urban communities, to Tulsa, And there were many other cities like Tulsa that were destroyed. Look at the indigenous people. Look what we've been misclassified. The names have changed several times for us. Some people don't know really they from Africa or they from here. You don't even know. Think about slavery. Right? Imagine somebody taking their child and selling their child. Come on, man. For people that have went through that, that's devastating, man. You can't. Come on, man. That's some hurtful shit, man. I'm reading this book, The American, what's it called? Colonization Society. And the book speaks about a lot of that stuff, how they breeded women, just so they could make more slave babies, so that they could, have more, how they would rape the women and stuff like that. How white women wouldn't even marry just so they could have black men slaying them. This shit is crazy. No reparations. We know we're not getting the land back. That's not gonna happen. We're not gonna get the land back. So people fighting for the land, if we can get it back, that would be great. And they did actually ask for reparations and get their land back. And then I forgot the brother that succeeded Andrew Jackson. I forgot the brother that succeeded Lincoln. Shut all that shit down. Where is the reparation for us? And on top of that, our people fought in every war. Every war in this country, we fought for. The civil rights movement, all that shit that we've been through in this country. And you telling us y'all don't owe us no compensation. Look at the crack epidemic. Look at the epidemics we've been through here. The drugs in our community that have destroyed our communities that they did not make in the ghetto. We don't make crack in the ghetto. We don't make dope in the ghetto. We don't make, all thing you can make is probably meth. We don't make all that shit in the ghetto. That shit comes from other countries and get brought here, just like they bring people from other countries to sabotage shit that we're doing. And we gatekeep us and shit like that. Often use foreigners or people from, the Caribbeans or something like that. Look what they did to some of these Caribbean countries like Haiti and just left them ravaged like nothing, man. It was so bad. This country's so bad, man, that they don't even want to give us money for the coronavirus. They had the Democrats gave us the bag, but it started with Trump, but you had a lot of people voting against that shit, I don't give them the money. So you want us to stay home, not leave our house, not have no means to pay your rent if you can't work or if you're on unemployment. So what was you supposed to do? It's gonna be scammers, it's gonna be people that do shit that doesn't matter. What was you supposed to do? Stay home, can't work, then you couldn't work, if you didn't get a vaccine. People lost their businesses, their jobs, shit like that. Y'all crying, y'all don't want to get, these are people that we put in power. This shit is crazy, man. So it ain't even just, black, man, it's just a greed thing, man. They did all that shit to our people, man, just because of the color of your skin. And And for greed, they use the religious book and manifested it in ways to manipulate us and to justify their doings. Even stripped us of our religions and our way of life. Some people might have been Muslims, some people might have been whatever they worship. It is what it is. They were stripped of that. They were stripped of that, man. Like single, everybody should become, say, in this country that has some type of roots from 1800s, particularly dealing with that Jim Crow era slavery. Whether some people believe in slavery, slavery happened. It might not happen in the magnitude the way they tell it. But I don't believe all these stories. I believe it happened to, a large amount of people, but not as large as what they say. I just believe that the story is a little, far-fetched. I believe a lot of our people were already here. They did say Native Americans, but they didn't have really reparations like that. They had more treaties and things like that. But, that takes some looking into. But we want the bag. I want the bag. Like, I think we should get something. Because we're still going through shit today, to this day. And not only that, we had to fight in armies. Our people had to fight in armies in which they didn't even accept us there. So we fighting for a country that we even want to put you side by side with a person of a different color. Make it make sense, man. Imagine. You in a war, fighting for your country because you have a brown skin and he has a paler skin. We gotta be in two different platoons. The type of peanut butter and jelly stupid shit is that? And we're fighting for the same country. Where's the money for us, man? We just want just do what's right, man. It's not hard. Do what's right, man. There's the reparations, man. You don't really know to get the land back. It's going to be tough. You guys settled on land that y'all stole from the indigenous people here. Y'all mistreated these people. Y'all did them dirty. Y'all did, everybody that y'all associated with dirty, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did the people dirty, man. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of, they had some help. But at the end of the day, he suffered hundreds of years behind bad treaties, broken treaties, broken promises, misrepresentation, being misled, misguided by religion, discriminated because of religion, so discrimination that we had went through, the lack of jobs we had to go through, having bullshit jobs, the segregation. Because you had the Jim Crow era. You had, you know what I'm saying, like, you had mass incarceration. People would lock you up for a piece of crack this big, was putting people in federal prison 5, 6, 10 years. Where the fuck is our reparations, man? All we get, or we'll think about it, we gotta look into it. You know, we're not responsible for what happened. It's still happening to this day. We're getting you had stop and frisk in New York City, and probably all over the country. You get racially profiled in little small cities like Binghamton, New York, where I have family, where I went to school out there. I remember there used to be a racially profiled out there several times. Black and walking through, you know, outside late night, they pulling you over, you know. You don't have to be daylight. You just be coming from an area where, you know, there might be some drugs over there. You could just be passing through there, just walking, going about your day, and you're getting pulled over. That's racial profiling. What are you pulling over for? You look suspicious or what? This is shit that we go through. Segregation. You can't drink out this fountain. You can't ride the bus. You ride the bus, you gotta sit in the back. You gotta sit in the front. Whites only, colors only. You go from indigenous to Indian to color, mulatto, fair skin, black. So all these misclassifications, you know, schools, you know, religions, you know what I'm saying, telling us lies, misrepresenting, you know, who the fuck is our reparations, man? It's just frustrating, man, like, and we have power. It's not like we as a people don't have power. Because we have the power of being consumers. And we have the power of boycotting. But it's not enough of us to sit down and say, no, we ain't doing shit with it. If all the colored people that look like me or have the roots like I do say, no, we ain't doing shit. We ain't gonna work. We ain't doing a motherfucking thing until we get something. They don't have to do something for us, man. It's like, I remember being in the joint and we had issues with police, with COs, that things, conditions we didn't like. And, you know what we would do? You know, niggas ain't we would organize that shit. Fair, we not eating, man. Niggas ain't, nobody, anytime we bring trees, we ain't eating none of that shit, man. Because we knew that it was a safety hazard. If nobody's eating, they have to, sergeant has to come to find out what's going on. Brass got to come. CO's not listening. Fam, none of us is eating, man. And if we catching them eating, you up out of here, man. Or if you don't pack you up, fam, you can't roll with us. If we get out of this shit, you don't get nothing. Because you didn't stand up with us. And I feel like that's how we gotta be. And this is what I mean by, you know, and I'm not advocating violence, but this is what I mean by when I hear brothers say, we can do certain things and, you know, we can get our land. We're not giving the land back, dude. That's not gonna happen, man. If you know about all the treaties and shit like that have taken place, you know we're not giving the land back. That's going to be taken in blood if we don't get that back. Or the most we can fight for is say, yo, look, man, give us something, man. If you want to do shit non-violent, yo, you got to give us something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody works. Nobody gets up, go to work. Niggas don't get up, go to the store. If we do that shit for 3 to 4 days to a week, yo, they will suffer, man. This country, it's just like the Brother Dan Calvin, when he had this video and he was talking about the Rosa Parks and he broke that shit down. And I suggest y'all order that video. I ordered it. It was a great video, man. When he spoke about that shit, and he said something about, you know, they was complaining, the people was like, nobody riding the bus, like, why is the bus, there's no black people, and they boycotted the bus shit. You know, black people on the bus, man. I don't like to refer to us as black, but, you know, if we ain't riding the bus, and if we not buying shit, and they know that, they're not gonna make any money, man. Because white people conserve their money. They spend money just like we do, but, you know, that's another thing why we need reparations. We steps behind these people, man. But not only that, they spend their money wisely. We spend our money recklessly. They depend on that. And not only that, we have hard-working brothers that, we spend money. Black people spend money. And if we don't spend money, these motherfuckers can't make no money. If we don't view certain shows, nobody gonna view the show. So they feed off of our leadership when it comes to them needing us to survive. And so I feel like we say, you know what, it's just like I feel like with these subway systems, the only way that shit gonna get fixed right, and niggas gotta boycott that shit, man. Nobody rides home for 3 days. Nobody going to work, nothing. They gonna have to fix that shit right, man. Man will have to get it right. But we don't have the people, we don't have the voice that makes people stand up yet. We need the voice to make motherfuckers stand up and say, no, we ain't doing shit. Fuck this shit, man. You tell motherfuckers, nobody go to work. That shit will cripple the economy, man. In a couple of days, I promise you that. You know what I mean? Like, people gotta be with it. And I should tell my man Justin, we boycott these trades. Niggas gotta be with it. We can't be 2 of us. And you know what's crazy? I remember when I was up top, man, it was always just me and like maybe a handful of people that stood up for certain shit. And what I noticed too is like I always found a lot of white dudes that was quick to be like, man, fuck this shit. They wasn't having it. Brothers be so scared. You know what, man? Nah, man, you know what? I'm just let that go because niggas is mistreating you, man. I'm talking to you crazy. We having that. Me, my man, and a couple other people, man. The only ones that can voice up. Everybody else, I'm just trying to go home. I ain't fuck that, man. Yeah, we all trying to go home. Nobody trying to do nothing stupid. But you gotta speak up and stand up for yourself, man. Yeah, we just want the reparations, man. Like I said, we done been through it. You can't deny slavery. Jim Crow, segregation, racial profiling, police brutality, job inequality, mental abuse from drugs and alcohol that was brought into our homes. Debt penalties, forced labor. It's just debt penalties, kind of like a forced labor. Fighting in all these wars. And no money. Nothing for us. Like, give us something. 5 to 10 million pieces is cool. I think when you give somebody 5 million or 10 million, can't argue that. You can't really argue about that. Fam, take the money and go. To be fair, I would say 5 million. Yo, 5 million, you can do a lot of shit with 5 million. Take the 5 million, every bread, but they're not gonna, it's gonna be hard for them to do that. Because that would cripple the economy. That would destroy the economy. And that's the nitty-gritty of the shit. You got 1.2 billion, 7 billion for Ukraine. You got money for Israel. Money that they get the funds for that, right? They get these votes. And they get their cut. So you have a country like Ukraine and Israel, we're buying weapons. We're giving them weapons, we're funding them, they're putting that money in their pocket. If you're already giving them weapons, we need to ask them for funds for them. You should just say, hey, look, we need to give them weapons. Can y'all vote for that? We need vote for funds for if you're already giving them weapons. And you're not out there fighting them. This is for Ukraine and Israel. Keep pocketing that money, man. Anyway, I'm getting tired, man. I give me some rest. I'm gonna get back in this conversation later. It's just, you know, read certain shit like, man, where's our just due, man? That being said, I'm out, man. Many Fix Publishing, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow or today, man. Peace.